Good evening. Tonight's report focuses on the boycott issue involving Starbucks and the growing global reaction surrounding the company. The issue began when social media users accused Starbucks of being connected to political and humanitarian conflicts in the Middle East. As boycott campaigns spread online, many customers decided to stop supporting the brand.
This situation highlights several core problems. First is the rapid spread of misinformation and public perceptions through social media. Even though Starbucks denied direct involvement, the negative image continued to influence consumer behavior. Another major issue is the challenge faced by global companies in handling sensitive political and humanitarian topics without damaging their reputation.
The crisis also involves many stakeholders. These include customers, employees, investors, suppliers, and local business partners. Each group is affected differently by the boycott movement.
Customers are using their purchasing power to express opinions, while employees worry about reduced sales and possible job insecurity.
Investors are also concerned about financial performance and companies' future growth. At the same time, suppliers and local businesses connected to Starbucks may experience lower demand and business uncertainty.
Experts say one of the biggest risks is the long-term loss of customer trust. In today's digital world, public opinion can spread globally within minutes and strongly affect a company image.
Another important risk is reputational damage. If the company fails to communicate effectively, the crisis may continue to affect public confidence and international operations.
The Starbucks boycott case demonstrates how global businesses today face increased pressure from social, political, and digital challenges around the world. This is all for tonight's report.
Thank you for watching.
Welcome back to the Global Horizon podcast. We just heard our news desk break down the massive global boycott facing Starbucks over perceived political affiliation. Gen Z and millennials are driving this online, and revenue in the instant and Asian market is taking a massive hit. Task Force, welcome. So how bad the damage from this?
Let me answer that. So, it is very severe, host. And when you are a global giant, silence looks like guilt. So, the immediate risk isn't just a drop in this quarter's revenue, but then it is the permanent erosion of brand trust among the very demographic that build us.
Let me add, we need to focus on human cost also. We can't forget about the human cost, because while corporate headquarters are debating, the local baristas is on the front line, taking the harassment and also cut hours. They didn't create this geopolitical policies, but yet they are the one that is bearing the backlash from the customers.
Yeah.
This is not a traditional PR problem. It's more like a decentralized digital movement. Misinformation are widely spread on TikTok at a velocity that traditional corporate communication simply cannot keep up with.
So you have been brought in to fix this. You have developed 3 pillars crisis blueprint. Walk us through it.
So the pillar 1 is fact-based transparency. We need to reclaim the narrative immediately. We are issuing hyper-clear, multilingual digital statement in Arabic, Mandarin and English to explicitly clarify our neutral stance and aggressively debunk the misinformation.
But fact don't always win hard in an emotional conflict. How do we show empathy?
So, for the pillar 2, localized CSR. People want actions, not just press release. We are redirecting regional marketing budgets away from ads and putting them directly into local humanitarian aid in the affected regions. We need to show that Starbucks cares about the well-being of the community, independent of global politics.
Alright, so what about the employees on the ground?
Pillar 3, internal partners support. A brand cannot heal externally if it's bleeding internally. We are launching an immediate and safety program for frontline employees, offering financial safety nets for lost hours, mental health, and de-escalation training.
An excellent strategy. But education is everything. How do we get this message across to a spectacle audience scrolling past Starbuck boycotts on their feeds?
We go exactly where they are on TikTok and even Instagram. Our main weapon is the Meet the Baristas series, where we shift the camera away from the corporate suit and onto the local baristas. Where you when you see a 20-year-old local student explaining how the boycott affect their livelihood, the narrative shift from fighting a corporate empire to hurting your neighbor.
Yeah, and at the same time, we target stakeholders on LinkedIn and X with highly quality, transparent infographics. This will detail our ethical sourcing and provide factual data on exactly where the corporate funds go.
It perfectly balanced the emotional hook on TikTok with data-driven accountability on LinkedIn.
Wow, this is a massive undertaking. As future global leaders, what is the ultimate takeaway from this crisis?
So let me answer that. The ultimate takeaway is that you can no longer separate global brand identity from local political sensitivities. What works in Seattle might trigger a crisis in Kuala Lumpur here. So global leaders must be culturally agile.
And also, leadership require balancing economics with empathy. In a crisis, you must valuable assets aren't your stocks. It's your frontline people and your community trust.
And finally, the major innovation here is moving from reactive to proactive. By using advanced real time digital listening tools, leaders can track negative sentiment trends before they blow up and allowing us to pivot days before a boycott ever goes viral.
Alright, thank you. So, protect the people, clarify the fact, and listen to the digital pulse. Incredible insight from our task home. Thank you for watching the Global Horizon podcast. We will see you next time. Bye bye.